the arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Larry Holmes, weighed in at 226 pounds. He stands 6'3". And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear the punches, you can smell the sweat. The heat is second to none.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Right hook is scoring. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Catch and shoot. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Couldn't land that jab. He misses with that straight left. A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. And there's the bell to start round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. And Larry Holmes goes down. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Punch, counter punch. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Gets your mind back, gets your focus back, get that shot back.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch caught him clean. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He just misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? There's a counter shot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Lucky that hook didn't score. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The straight right just misses. Nice. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
Taken out. He's ready to go.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Don't give him no free shot.
There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. Those counter punches have to hurt. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Holmes is going down, and he's got to get up. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down.
It's a bad round.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
A perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
There's one. There's only one round that you've lost.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The courage on display here is incredible. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that straight left. Down goes Larry Holmes. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
I need to see that again.
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, God, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.